think Baker Mayfield escaped. Baker Mayfield left, went to Tampa, and is now considered a top tier QB in the league. Threw for like 40 touchdowns in his second year at Tampa. So it's like he had to go somewhere and to be the quarterback that he is. DTR escaped, in my opinion, and found his freedom in Philadelphia, right? That's what it feels like, right? It feels like these guys are in hellish situations to the point where they welcome him with open arms. They better. They better, because if there are rumblings with other teams like Indianapolis, Detroit, the Saints, the Jaguars, right? Because he has options. That's what it sounds like. He has options. And it sounds like to me, because these options are being made available and discussed publicly as possibilities, that, oh, well, you know what? We think he's good. That's what I see. That's what I see. So let me know, what are your expectations? What do you think are the expectations for Shedeur at camp? The reason why I ask is because he balled out in rookie minicamp. He balled out in OTAs. We did not see him publicly work out with the first string. So what is the expectation for rookie minicamp? Rookie minicamp is not where you figure out who your quarterback is. Does that make sense? That is not the place to figure out, okay, yeah, we think it's going to be this person. In my opinion, Cleveland has seen enough of Shedeur to know that he's the best, which is why you didn't see him work out with the ones. With that being the case, that he's proven himself, not that he needed to. He was proven coming out of college. It is amazing to me how when I go back and my TV just pivots to these games that Shedeur played for Jackson State, year one at CU, and year two. It is amazing to me, especially in year two, how many commentators made the statement that he's easily a first round pick. And at one point, I looked to see what game it was. During the Cincinnati game, it was discussed that Shedeur Sanders is the number one pick overall. You see how that works? The moment Shedeur Sanders became the number one pick overall, they decided, okay, we better show Travis Hunter some love. See, a lot of people forget that the Heisman Committee was snubbing both of them. So they had to pick. They didn't need to pick, but they didn't want them both. So they took Travis. Now, here's something interesting that's taking place as camp is getting ready to start, right? Where Travis is concerned. Remember, Shedeur at one point was the number one pick overall. Both were Heisman candidates. Both were snubbed. Both became Heisman candidates. Shedeur became the number one pick. Then Travis became the favorite for the Heisman. And then Shedeur was like, take me out of it, give it to Travis. And then he kept the media from pitting them against each other, which is good, right? But now that Shedeur and Travis have gone to different teams, there's no competition between the two. Now the NFL is starting to talk down on Travis at wide receiver one. That they don't really want him to play both ways. Why are people suddenly going in on Travis? You know what it proves? It proves what I said all along. That all they did was choose Travis so they didn't have to choose Shedeur. That's what it was. Not that Travis wasn't good. Travis and Shedeur are both good. But see, they didn't want both to win. So they were hating both, tried to pit them against each other. Shedeur saw it, took himself out of contention, said, give it to Travis. Then people thought, oh my God, they love Travis. They love Travis. They love Travis. Then the draft happens. They humiliate Shedeur, choose Travis at the number 2 spot, which was supposed to be Shedeur's spot, give Shedeur Travis's number, right? He goes down there to Cleveland, Shedeur, and balls out. Travis balls out. But at that time, they trying to hold up Travis and downplay Shedeur. But what do we learn? Travis ain't got no contract. So then we find out Travis don't even have a contract signed. We thought they loved Travis. That was the first sign right there that all of that was an act. So then Travis goes fishing with Coach Prime. On a Sunday, he gets his contract signed on a non-business day. His contract is signed. There's no competition or nothing holding up. Cleveland think they got Shedeur licked because he got a speeding ticket or two that they gonna hold him back from QB1, so he's not gonna be a problem. And now it was all an act because the whole way through the media, not sports media, but like NFL media, tried to pit Travis against Shedeur, and they couldn't. The Heisman committee tried it. They couldn't. Because see, Shedeur plays chess. He was like, take me out of the race. I'm good. I'm good. I don't have to be in it. Then they couldn't pit them together. See, as long as he releases what they think he wants, there's nothing they could do. Committed and the NFL, right? Shedeur's situation just got a little bit more interesting because of Quinshon Judkins. The fact that Cleveland media is pretty like tight-lipped about it because there's not really much to say. Let's see what they have to say about these speeding tickets, because I don't know if y'all remember. At one point, they even had the audacity to say that the speeding ticket should be the reason that Shedeur doesn't start for Cleveland. How is that for nitpicking and looking for something to hold him back? You was going to do it anyway. You were going to hold him back anyway. We know that. Enter Baker Mayfield into the conversation. So Baker Mayfield was good for Cleveland. It's reported that Kevin Stefanski just couldn't get it together where Baker Mayfield was concerned, and Baker Mayfield himself wanted out. That was reported by an outlet in Seattle. I'm like, is he from Seattle? So an outlet in Seattle said that Baker Mayfield wants out. So they decide they want to get Deshaun Watson instead. Now, they knew all too well that they didn't want Deshaun Watson to play. That's why they drafted DTR when they did. But they messed over him too, right? Sent him out there to play, start 3 games. In 2024, he barely played, it seems. He definitely didn't start. And then what? Now he's in Philadelphia. So the revolving door of quarterbacks is what's happening as we come into camp. Baker Mayfield's story tells us that it's not about Shedeur proving himself. So when I ask what the expectations are, it's not to prove anything. Baker Mayfield proved he was the best, and they still traded him. They knew full well when they got Deshaun Watson, they didn't expect much. Why? Because the NFL did not want another player with Deshaun Watson's contract. So if Deshaun Watson go out there and ball out at 8-4, because he does have an 8-4 record, a quarterback that has a better record than Deshaun wants Deshaun's contract. And that's where the collusion case was born, because that's exactly what happened. Deshaun Watson's contract was the catalyst for the collusion case. So what is the expectation for Shedeur if, like Baker Mayfield, he's already proven himself and they still want to get rid of him? Or like Deshaun Watson, he was forced to Cleveland and they really don't want him to start. What is the expectation for Shedeur Sanders going into training camp, which starts this Friday? Let me see what y'all are saying. Keep in mind, Deshaun Watson forced to Cleveland, Shedeur Sanders forced to Cleveland. Expectations are likely the same. Baker Mayfield was good, and it didn't matter. Expectations are likely the same. So I just want to see. Y'all might come up with something I didn't come up with. So let's see. Thank you for watching What She Said Sports. Be sure to join our daily live stream and listen up to What She Said Sports on the go on Spotify. Thank you for watching What She Said Sports. Stay for another video.